How's it going, everybody? You are on with, here's the thing. Can we still call it Dunch if we're not on at our normal time? See, the show is called Dunch because it's on from 3 to 4, and Jet and I view 3 to 4 as not quite dinner, not quite lunch, making it Dunch. So is our show just called Lunch now?
No, it's not quite lunch, though, because, we are starting at 2:10, but I feel like
2:10 lunch.
you can do a 2:10 lunch.
You can have a business meeting 2:10 lunch.
It's a late lunch.
Yeah,
so is this late lunch or is this?
Oh, so we can take the first letter of late and the first letter of lunch and call the show Lunch.
That's smart. That's smart.
My sister's an English major, so kind of relying on me for the English stuff here. Sorry, did you have more to say?
Yeah, I have so much more to say.
Okay.
All the time.
Ooh, this is gonna be a good show.
All right, get this. So usually we call this show Dunch, right? Mm-hmm. But we need to emphasize the lunch part because we're closer to lunch, right? So if we call it Dunch, like a little crescendo there. You like that?
Crescendo?
Crescendo?
What are you in culinary arts?
It is not culinary.
Crescendo? Isn't that how you make pigs in a blanket? No. So the reason that we have to do a bit of an earlier broadcast today is because I'm going down to Rapid. I'm very excited. I'm 18 and I get to vote for the first time.
Hey,
friendly reminder to vote. I'm proud to announce that I am voting for... Just kidding, not gonna say it, Jet. I could see you quaking in your boots there. We don't get political on this show. There are places for that. This is not the place for that.
Yeah, but one thing we will highly recommend is go and vote. Please.
Definitely go vote.
Get your word out there. You have some options that you can pick from.
You do have options. I'd say I'm a firm believer that there are candidates, on either sides of the parties, and you just got to be...
invited to their party.
Yep. If you're not invited to the party, do not vote.
Exactly.
That's Dunch's official statement on voting.
But if you're listening right now, we're inviting you to the party.
Yeah.
So go vote.
Wait, do we get plus ones?
Do we get plus ones?
Yeah.
We get a lot of plus ones.
All right, sweet. We get plus,
as much as we want.
As much as we want. That's what it says on our invitation to the party. Go vote if you can.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, it is an unseasonably warm day. Maybe it's not unseasonably warm. It's just we've had a bit of a cold spurt lately.
I would call it pretty hot. I would almost call it as hot as, there's this one song I'd actually like to play for you, Jackson. This one song.
Okay. Well, what's the song?
Oh, that's a great question. Let me cut the mic so the viewers can actually hear it.
I guess let's do that then. Okay, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and give it to you, Jet. That song was pretty hot.
Thank you. Thank you. And if you are interested
did you write it?
Oh, of course not.
Of course not. You are not musically inclined at all.
That's right. I have not been playing music since the 4th grade.
Nope.
Yeah. This man, Joshua Simpson. All right. You can find him on Facebook at Joshua Simpson Musician or Fire to the Masses. That is his band. So please go check him out. Give him some love.
Pretty sweet stuff.
We love Josh.
Yeah. We love Josh. Dunch officially endorses Josh.
Yes. All right.
Well,
Jackson.
Question time?
Question time.
Already?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
What? Would you ever dye your hair again?
Okay.
I don't think this is a question designed for me because I've never dyed my hair.
See, that's what I was going to ask you. I saw this in the little Dunch archives there where we keep all our questions for the show.
Yeah, saw it like you're saying that like you didn't write it in.
Well, I wrote it because somebody sent it to me. So you've never dyed your hair?
I've never dyed my hair.
Interesting. For those
actually,
of you... Oh!
I've done like the spray dyes.
Oh, okay.
But not like
But they
actually,
never show up.
Like, Yeah. Very well. Depends how much you use.
Depends how much you use. If you're a walking gas leak in the house, you just got fumes rolling off of your hair, then yeah, it's probably going to be colored a little bit.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, no, for those who don't know, for whatever reason, before, I think that was the summer, that was the summer in between 8th grade and freshman year. You know, that summer where kids are the nicest to you that they can ever be.
Yeah.
So I, for whatever reason, thought, I'm going to dye my hair just Mountain Dew green, just bright, bright green. And I don't know what came over me, but at that point in my life, I didn't really understand, making outfits coherent at the least. They were just so many. You know how we all dressed. I don't know what that neon thing was where you could have a bright neon orange tank top and a bright neon green tank top in middle school, and everybody was just like, okay, yeah, this is heat. But it was not good at all. So I would be wearing like red Under Armour neon shorts that went down past my knee, like onto my shins, and tank tops and bright green hair.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, basically, short answer, because the question was, would I ever do it again? Yeah, probably next week I'll be going back to bright green. No. All
right, my question for you though.
Okay.
How did you feel when you had it?
When I had it?
Did you feel like on top of the world, or were you like, this is the worst decision I've ever made?
No, I was so happy I got it, which, I mean, it's like, it's good at the time. I felt pretty good about it, but it faded both in enjoyment and in color over the months to come, and that was the same time I was growing out my hair. So by the end, my hair, because when I dyed it, it was pretty much, for a lot of my life, I had like a Justin Bieber kind of haircut, like a lot of guys did. And then towards the end of the summer and into my freshman year, it was just like a faded blonde, yellow, whatever, going down to my shoulders. So it was not fantastic.
So you bleach it to make it yellow, right?
Uh-huh.
Does it stay yellow like very well, but then like the color leaves?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's pretty much what happened to me. I'm sure you kind of just have to grow out the bleached. But would I ever do it again? Natural colors, probably not. But I could see myself going darker or bleaching my hair again, for sure. Once it's a little longer.
I'm saying, dude, that hairstyle where you buzz it, you have it bleached for the most part, except for the roots. All right, that is the classic early 2000s movie character, right?
Yeah, there's
always
one in every...
There's one. He looks kind of like Eminem.
His name is either Josh or Brad or
unnamed goon.
Greg.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's one in every one of them.
Every single movie, I swear.
Yeah.
All right. I think we could actually... actually, no. We're only 10 minutes in. I look at the clock.
Your mind. Oh, my gosh.
Okay, so I look at the clock. All right?
Uh-huh.
It's 2:20. I'm like, we're 20 minutes in. And turns out, we're actually only 10 minutes in.
2:10. We started at 2:10. So maybe if you could just do your job, we're going to have a lot better radio show. Okay?
Okay. All right. Jackson, how is freshman/sophomore year different than you expected?
I mean, man, that's a tough one. I might actually let you hit that one first if you're comfortable doing that.
Sure.
Because I don't really have an answer at this point.
Despite my overwhelmingly overbearing fear that I'm going to swear today on the air and cost thousands of dollars.
Yeah, it's a big boy fine if he doesn't. And plus, I'm pretty sure we found out last time that the red swear button doesn't work.
Yeah,
because Jet thought I swore, but I didn't swear, and he tried to hit the button, and then it just didn't cut anything out. So.
Yeah, there's a button that's supposed to dump profanity. That's what it's labeled as, and it doesn't work. I pressed it. It just went forward on the delay, all right? But it didn't actually drop the swear that I thought was there, but it wasn't there. Yeah, I forget what you said, but...
Good to know. I said something. It was during my Just Gymnastics story.
All right, well, I'm not going to make you say it again because...
Do you want me to just say the swear that you thought I said?
No, not quite on the air.
Okay.
We could do that maybe after the show or something like that.
After the show, I'll just go out on the street corner and yell it at people.
But yeah, how was freshman/sophomore year different than I expected? I mean, I would say that's a tough one. It's really weird because, I went to an engineering school for my freshman year.
Yeah.
And then I swapped to just a more generic college where I could do this is like more of I'd say it's an education school. Like that's the biggest thing I see people go here for.
Sure.
However, I mean it's got liberal arts, it's got a lot. It's very well balanced.
Yeah.
I did not expect my freshman year to be so wildly like uncomfortable, I guess.
What do you mean?
I really thought that the stigma that people didn't talk at engineering schools wasn't real until I went there. It was horrifying.
Yeah.
I was about 50% of all class participation for every class I was in. Maybe more. Maybe one of them was like 90% of all like answers from the students was me. Because I was the only one that wasn't afraid of being wrong.
And you know what's the funniest thing there?
What?
Is that I'm sure, like I guarantee you, and I hate to burst your bubble on this, but your classmates, a bunch of them probably thought, get a load of this loudmouth over here.
Oh,
like,
I'm sure.
What's his problem?
Yeah, I made people...
You don't talk.
I made them so uncomfortable. But then I come here, and I seem like, the quiet engineering kid.
And now you're the quiet. That's
I
funny.
am.
Yeah.
I absorbed so much of it, and I wish I absorbed none of it. Because I lost so much self-confidence. It's like I packed up my bags, and then I forgot half of them. I forgot one suitcase full of self-confidence at School of Mines. Yeah, and
goodness.
Nothing but love for all these schools because I got a great education over there. That was a very engaging classroom.
That's where my mom graduated from.
Really? Yeah, it is.
Yep.
Mad respect to people that can handle it. It
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not for everyone. I'm sure for some people it's pretty breezy, pretty easy, but
for the people that it is for, it's really for them.
Yeah,
I assume
it fits them very well.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you go there, and I was almost jealous of like the community that they had, even if it was just as simple as a few friends. Mm-hmm. It was just like, and if they didn't even share too many words, it's like they could like read each other's minds.
Oh, so they were that breed of smart kid.
Yeah, they're like, don't even need to communicate. They're the type of guy where it's like you throw something behind them, they will catch it over their shoulder. Horrifying. Beautiful people, though. Yeah, very, very sweet.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I had to pinpoint something just off the cuff here, I did not expect, and I know we've talked about this, I did not expect to be hanging out with you so much.
I know.
This is like, you're like my number one guy up here, and we were cool in high school, but we weren't like, I wouldn't say we were like, best friends by any stretch of the imagination.
No, we were pretty well acquainted with each other.
Yeah,
saw each other in passing for sure, and we'd say hi. But
it was always friendly. It was always super cool, but we just never. I don't think we ever hung out outside of school except for intramural basketball.
Yeah, but now I've learned how absolutely mean you are to everyone you meet.
Terrible. Yeah, I'm just, nobody really is wanting to hang out with me. So I got one. I got Jet. That's all I need.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, I found out, and if you have read the thumbnail to our last videos, it says something like, a show concocted in a Target parking lot.
Yeah.
What's it about that?
Two idiots and one idea homegrown in a Target parking lot?
There it is. That's on the magazine cover, and that is because Jet and I found out that we found out that we were each going to a BH in a Target parking lot. I know I was doing college shopping that day. I'm not sure what you were doing.
Probably college shopping.
I know you were there
picked up some nice shower shoes.
Nice.
Yeah,
no, I know you were there with your mom, and I was like talking to you. I think I was there with Sammy, and we just, oh yeah, I'm going up to BH, and you were like, no way, I'm going up to BH, and I thought, oh yeah, that'll be nice. I'll probably see him in passing, and maybe we can carpool every once in a while. who would have known, you know?
Yeah.
That we would have a wildly successful radio show. I mean, just pretty much the most impactful thing that's come off of this campus since, probably ever. So, feels good.
And about that carpooling thing?
Mm-hmm.
You're doing a horrible job of it.
Why is that?
We've only ridden together once.
Yeah.
And it was me.
I'm sorry.
No, okay, it's fine.
Jen, I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Just take him back to some music.
All right.
I'm going to need a second here.
All right. Yeah. Oh my gosh. No, wait. I thought we were halfway done.
Oh. No, now we are 20 minutes in, right?
Yeah. 17.
17. Okay.
All right.
Well, yeah, have fun with the music, guys. We'll see you in a bit.
Hey, Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta say.
Okay.
I think I'm absolutely, and you know what I'm gonna say.
I know what you're gonna say.
I'm absolutely appalled because during this break, Jackson took it as the perfect opportunity to berate his mother and force her to ask us a question for the show. Just so you know, we do not condone that.
Well, she hasn't. I mean, I just thought she might want to ask an exclusive question. I told her I'd boot her right to the front so that she could have her question answered, because sometimes we don't always get to them. So I just thought it was kind of a nice thing for me to do.
Yeah, just to, push down all the other viewers that we have to the back of the line.
I'd say of our viewers, my mom is probably my favorite, yeah.
Next question.
And my dad. Hi, Dad. I can feel him rolling his eyes through this in the future, because he usually listens pretty close after it goes out, but I could feel when I went, hi, Dad. His eyes are just like, okay, what is my son's problem here?
Dude, how interesting would it be to watch somebody in their entirety watch one of our shows?
Oh, we should get like a chalkboard that's a one-way mirror, and then we can just have like a Dunch focus group, see what people really think about us. That'd be really fun.
Just like it's like jury duty, like they have to go debate the case. They're just listening to Dunch.
How much is a one-way chalkboard on Amazon, Jet?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's kind of why I said it, so.
Well, here's the real question.
Oh, boy.
Why are we green and gold when Yellow Jackets are black and gold? Wrong answers only.
Oh, okay.
So, just for some context, Black Hill State University's mascot is Sting, which is a yellow jacket, who wears, I believe, a green shirt.
Uh-huh.
Why is that?
Well, first off, guess who asked this question? You just got one guess, no hints.
Dean of Students.
That was a good guess. That's actually our old director, Mr. Speck.
Really?
Asked this question.
Actually,
yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, I know. So basically, the story went like this. In 2004 BC, actually,
okay,
when this school was they were just thinking of, hey, we should probably make a college. If you didn't know, this is actually the first college that was ever on the planet, so that's important towards this. They're cooking up this this logo for the school. First they tried a ram, and then they tried, a slightly bigger ram. It was a lot of rams. I don't know what it was with them and rams.
Like the animal or the truck?
Oh, the truck.
Okay.
The truck. It was I don't know enough about the Ram truck to keep making those jokes. But
did you mean the Dodge Ram 1500?
Yeah.
Actually, I can't do that. I was gonna make the jokes, but that's product endorsement.
Ugh.
So the truck exists.
Anyway, the truck exists. Like it, don't like it, we don't care. Anyway, so they tried these Rams, but then somebody, Socrates, I believe it was, drew a bee. And then, so they're like, wow, we got this bee done. It's probably time to take a break and cook some dinner. And so he goes over and he just gets a bag of frozen peas and spills it all over the drawings they just got done doing. There are frozen peas everywhere. And there are frozen peas on the little shirt, making up a little shirt on the bee. And they said, oh, well, now it's ruined. What? Hold on.
Okay.
Scene.
I like it.
What'd you think?
I like it, except for it's completely wrong. All right?
Okay.
Let me tell you how the story actually went.
Let's hear
you were kind of close.
Okay.
Not Socrates, but Alexander the Great. All right? So that's
Alexander
fun
Hamilton
fact.
from Hamilton.
No.
Broadway musical Hamilton?
Which exists and we do not endorse.
Like it, don't like it. Again, we don't care.
Gotcha. But anyway, so Socrates taught Plato, and Plato taught... Was it
Fun to play with, not to eat?
No, the other one.
Oh, the other one. The Dodge Ram.
I forgot the tie, because I know Socrates taught Plato. I think Plato taught...
Aristotle?
Yes, Plato taught Aristotle, and Aristotle taught Alexander the Great.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
That is how the chain goes.
Interesting.
I learned that before PewDiePie put that on his YouTube channel, which he did.
Okay.
Anyway, so Alexander the Great liked to conquer, the world, right? And he was
that was one of his hobbies, yes?
That was one of his hobbies. And along the way, he was like, this is boring, right? He's somewhere, he's probably in like Siberia or something like that, in their togas and kilts and whatnot that they wear.
Yeah.
They're probably somewhere in Siberia, and they're like, this sucks. And you want to know why?
Why?
Because there wasn't enough anaphylactic shock in the world, They needed something that some people would be allergic to, but not Alexander, right?
But not Alexander, because he has to remain immune.
He must remain. So
sure.
He had too many people. He's like, this is getting too boring. I'm winning all the time. He's pulling a Charlie Sheen. He cannot lose, right?
Okay.
So this man's like, all right, let's make something new. So they invented the bee.
Okay.
Right? They invented the bee. And the bee was originally just that, a bee. Mm-hmm. But then they made different species of bees. The bees made different species of bees through
selective breeding.
Yeah, like, marrying your parents and whatnot. As you do.
Dutch does not enforce marrying your parents.
Yeah, like it or don't like it.
We don't care.
So, anyway.
Oh, jeez.
All right?
Yeah.
Get this. They make different things. They make the fuzzy fat ones,
yeah.
Bumbles, I guess they call them. And then they make wasps. All right? And then wasps further go on more of a killing spree, just like their father, Alexander. So they turn into hornets. But we're focusing on the wasps here, specifically the ones bred to be fast. Right? Because they needed to get in and get out as fast as possible. These guys pull
Get
heists.
in and out of what?
Their skin. I don't know. Get their stinger in.
Out of those, stinger out of all those kilts and togas.
Out of all those kilts and togas. So, all right, Alexander made that, but he was kind of he wanted them all to wear a uniform, right? Mm-hmm. So he started knitting these little shirts for each one to wear.
Another one of his hobbies.
Yeah, and along those lines, they kind of, this college here, they're like, hey, we need to really pick up a mascot. So then they're like, okay, what about the yellow jackets? And they're like, no, how about like the green t-shirts? And it's like, okay, let's meet in the middle. Let's keep the name the yellow jackets, but then actually have green t-shirts. And what's notorious for wearing green t-shirts? These little wasps, right? Mm-hmm. So then you move on. This story's getting way too long, so
yeah.
we'll wrap it up. But anyway, what happens? All right. These wasps start to get mad because they just had their designs completely stolen from them. So then they go on strike and they all just take their shirt off. That is how...
But then they would be yellow again.
That's why they are the way they are now. Previously, they wore green shirts.
Wait, did they not wear green shirts now?
They don't.
Oh, Spec just kind of said that, and I was like... Our old director, he just kind of said that, and I... didn't really think about it. I sort of just wrote it down. But yeah, that was entertaining to say the least.
I hope so. All right, show's about almost over.
Is it?
No. Oh, okay. We're about halfway through.
I gotta get out of here and vote.
No, it's 2:42, so
it's 2:42.
I'll let you get some words in if you have any words to say. How'd you feel about the story? Blender? Gotcha. Any other words? You gotta have another one.
Ox import.
Ox import. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Or input. I mean to say input.
Input?
I think I meant to say input.
Is it mini phone jack?
Yeah.
What that's actually technically called?
SpongeBob and the Battle for Bikini Bottom for PlayStation 2. I think that's all my words right now. Awesome. So we could probably throw them back to some music for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think so.
Well, up next is our classic, the song that we can only play once an hour.
But we continue to play once every radio show.
Yeah, what song is that, Jackson? What's it called again?
Well, it's either Owl City, Owl City's Fireflies, or Smash Mouth's All-Star.
It is Smash Mouth's All-Star. All right, we'll see you guys in just a bit here.
Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. Hey, howdy, hey, you're back listening to our radio show. It's Jet and I's radio show, and we're on the radio, talking on the radio on a show.
Yeah, I bet you didn't expect to get both All-Star and Owl City's Fireflies.
You know what, Jet? It's what, the 7th episode, 6th? It's the 7th, right?
7th.
So I bet they did.
6th if you're on YouTube.
Has there been a broadcast yet where we haven't... where we haven't played those two songs?
Since we started, no, we've never stopped since we started doing it. But
good to know, good to know.
I just don't know which episode we started doing it.
Sure.
So, I don't think it was the first one. I don't think so. Or the second one.
The first episode of Dunch is lost to the sands of time.
Yeah, we will be making the first episode eventually.
Are we going to do that for like the 100th episode special? Is episode 1?
Well, we can do an episode 1 special just randomly.
Yeah, that'd be pretty funny.
Like the last one before we leave. Last one.
Can we call the first episode Captain? Because the second episode is called Pilot. And then we can call the third one... Oh, wait. It's too late for that. Well, never mind. That bit kind of fell through.
We can call this... Well, last one was... Grass is what the last one was called.
It was just called Grass?
Yeah, I called it Grass. So we could call it. Now they're actually starting to pertain what we talk about on the show, not what we talk about before the show.
Yeah.
So, this one, I would like to make this one Hopper. Just
Hopper?
To be recomplete. Put the legs back on it, Yeah. Jackson, would you like to explain to them why that is funny if they're a new listener?
Oh, geez. Because Jet had some joke last show about... did you used to pull the legs off of grasshoppers as a kid?
I was a horrible kid.
He said, grasshopper? Yeah, more like grass. Just left it. That's pretty funny. If you ask me.
Good. We can retell the same joke because we made the joke.
Exactly. Yep.
Oh, gosh. All right. Jackson.
Yeah.
What would you title your autobiography?
So I'll be honest. I forgot that this question was in here, and then I talked to you about it over the break whilst listening to Fireflies by Owl City. And so I think you should go first because mine is also kind of a joke off of my name, but yours is funnier, so you should go first.
So my name is Jet, right?
Uh-huh.
A lot of people mistake that for like a fighter jet or something like that. Not really. They don't actually mistake me as a vehicle, but... okay, I'm ruining it.
Yep. Well, you've kind of ruined the whole show up until this point, so let's maybe pull it back together, bud.
All right. Plain old guy. Because I'd probably be an old guy when I write it, and plain because Jet is my name.
That's pretty good. Now mine sounds super stupid in comparison. I was just going to call mine, my dad's name isn't Jack, because my name's Jackson. Jack's son. My dad's name is Ryan. Hi, Dad.
Okay.
That's right. You get 2 shout-outs in 1 episode, baby.
Oh, gosh. Well, now you can name your son Jack's son. And then
Jackson's son.
The chain can just keep going.
Okay, just name him Jackson's son. And then instead of adding a junior, it's just you add 1 more son. I like that.
I like that, too.
I really like that.
I like that. Now your biography will go on for ages.
Ooh, I like that.
I'm not Jack's son. I am Jack's son. I'm Jack's son's son.
That's
and
awful.
So on.
Oh, well, what's the next thing we were going to talk about? We have...
Favorite tweets.
Favorite tweets you've ever tweeted. My Twitter is a big old dumpster fire. And it's just lovely. I'm pretty proud of a lot of my tweets. Jet, you want to go first?
Sure, I'll go first. Okay. All right. I'd have to say my favorite tweet is, I don't know if I can exactly... No, I'm going to talk about it regardless.
Okay.
I took a picture of the Name Your Price tool, and then I titled it, boys only want one thing, and it's absolutely disgusting. Because wouldn't you want to name your price tool to literally name your price? But hey, that's just a theory.
I don't think we can say that.
We can't say that either.
Nope.
Well, it's just a theory. That's
all
it is.
It's just a theory, and that's where the catchphrase stops.
Yep.
Yeah, so the reason we wanted to talk about favorite tweets was because Jet and I got into over the break talking about tweets, and I had a tweet which was completely a joke, but I still thought it was pretty funny. It was if my baby is ever misbehaving in the future, I'm just gonna put noise canceling headphones on him because at that point he's lost his English learning privileges. I was pretty proud of that one. You got any more, Jet, that you would like to expand upon?
I barely tweet, and I'm not that funny.
You barely tweet? I have so many tweets.
Life is a book, and I can't read.
I think is that your pinned tweet?
Maybe, I don't know.
I really like that one. I have one where it's me sitting in a bookstore reading a book, and it says, "How are your guys' summer reading logs going?" But the book that I'm reading is one of those like trashy country romance novels, and it's got a just absolutely shredded cowboy on the front, and it's called The Midnight Wrangler. But I got like my hand on my chin and everything. I'm really looking into it. I very much enjoy that. Oh jeez. I can't read fast enough.
To those of you out there who like the Midnight Wrangler, we apologize.
Don't.
There's nothing against the Midnight Wrangler, for we have not read it.
I have not read it. Even though it looks like I've read it, I have not read it.
It was just a photo op.
Oh jeez. Jet, do you think I can say this one on air? Come read it.
Okay. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'll fill time for you. I think it's pretty fun. No, I can't say that one on air. It's a pretty funny tweet though. Right?
Jackson, there's literally a swear word in it.
Oh well, I would cut the swear word.
I don't think.
Am I allowed to say it?
The surgery? No.
It's so funny though. All right. Well,
if you can censor what the surgery is, then maybe.
It's the male equivalent to getting your tubes tied.
Okay.
Right. So, I said I have a new ice cream sundae idea, and I won't say the business because I don't want to dox them. And it's called "It's a V word," and it's like the male version of getting your tubes tied. And then it says, here's the ingredients, okay? Vanilla ice cream, 2 brown M&Ms, and then a lot of... What's up?
Careful here. Okay, you said a lot of. All right, I was worried.
No, yeah, and then a lot of strawberry syrup. That's pretty funny. Okay, well, we should probably stop talking about Twitter now before I completely go off the deep end.
Yeah. Do you smell smoke? Because I smell the dumpster fire.
The dumpster fire that is my Twitter and is now this radio show.
All right, Jackson. Dream guest for this podcast.
Dream guest for this podcast. It's not going to be a surprise to you at all. Gus Johnson. Easily. I think he would be the funniest. He has a podcast that has a very... I mean, I know I take a lot of inspiration from it for how I like to run this show. It's just a couple of boys shooting the breeze, having a good time. He's one of my favorite sketch comedy guys. He's a great musical mind. He's a great comedic mind. And he seems like a genuinely nice guy. Like, I don't know. He just seems so cool and down to earth. He's a Midwest boy. He grew up in the Midwest, so we can, talk about that. He just, I think he gets it. He really gets it.
Okay.
How about you? That or Mulaney? But I didn't want to be too basic and say Mulaney. But having John Mulaney... Which obviously, who knows? We might get that big, but probably not.
Oh my gosh.
But he would be fun to talk to, I think, because he's just got stories.
Oh, man. I didn't really think about who I'd want. I was going to make a joke about, the fact that it just says dream guest for this podcast. Just the YouTuber Dream. The one that plays a bunch of Minecraft.
Sure.
Yeah.
Wait, is Shirley Temple still alive? I'm sorry, go ahead. I'm going to look that up.
All right. But, man, if there's something that I could just think of like an achievable dream. Like, who's like a local celebrity? Around like Rapid City?
Straight Ice. Do you know who Straight Ice is?
Yes. What a
some
legend.
of you may know him as the Rapid City Mall rapper. Basically, dude, you remember those headphones that you would get in computer class in 4th grade?
Yeah, just like it's just a chunk of foam.
Yep.
That goes right on your ear and it gets like a little bit too hot.
All the time. Yeah, he has a pair of those headphones. He's got Jordans on, I'm pretty sure. He's got some steez. Just his outfits are always the steeziest. He's kind of stuck in the 2000s, but if he's having a good time, who cares? Let him live. Basically, he just walks around like the mall, or if there's the pumpkin festival, the fall festival, whatever, down in downtown Rapid, you'll see him walking around and he's just spitting bars, having a good time. Summer nights on Thursdays in Rapid Cities, he's a staple. If you don't run into Straight Ice, then you haven't been to Rapid City. That's all I'm saying.
What a great guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to have him on. That'd be so much fun.
I know. What if we just did, could we do like, oh, you know what we could do? Goal, try and like just mobilize like the setup.
Okay.
Like just remote, just to record, even if it has to be done off of like a cell phone or something like that. But if I got like one of those like batteries that have like the AC power adapter or whatever,
sure.
Just like having like a little mobile setup and just setting up a podcast
That'd
at
be
summer
really
nights.
cool.
That'd be so cool.
Can we talk about our events running a broadcast out of your car?
Yes.
Okay. I'll let you headline this because I've been talking.
First of all, we went to there was a theater event.
Yep.
All right. And
great monologues.
They did a fantastic job. I believe it was from a book. I don't remember the name of the book, but very well performed. Congratulations to everyone that performed. You did a fantastic job.
It seriously made me miss theater. I was like, whoa, this hit me. I wasn't ready for it.
Yeah, we were kind of like the techies. We were sitting on the side in our car because it was an outdoor theater event. Yep. I'd say the only flaw was the weather.
And what a flaw to have.
Yeah, because they powered through it. You could not see any bit of pain on the performers.
It was impressive. I'd say every monologue ran for like 7 minutes.
Yeah.
At least.
7 to 9 minutes-ish, and they were champions. They had no like visible like pain because it was really cold. It was like 19 degrees outside.
Yeah, with a breeze.
So yeah, it was brutally cold, and they powered through that, made it seem like it was absolutely nothing, and performed their brains out, and they did a great job.
Yeah, it was awesome. Now how about our end?
So
how is it for us?
A little weird. Little
that's not the word I would use.
Improvised.
Yeah,
so basically what we had to do is we were broadcasting it to the radio station here, and we had to do it off of a cell phone, right? And the cell phone needed to have service to get the signal back to the radio station. It wasn't getting a good signal from inside the car, so the solution was hold it high above our head outside the window. Above the car.
Yeah.
And
in the cold.
Yeah, and our apologies. I think at one point we accidentally like muted it for like 20 seconds.
Yep. That was my B. Because when Jet did it, he was on the side closest to the stage and everything, so he had his hand outside the car. But my side was further, so I would stand outside of the car, and then we would just take shifts going back and forth. Yeah. Oh, and shout out, I don't know her name.
Samantha.
Shout out to Samantha for also trading off with us a couple times.
Yes.
That seriously
she did
made the big difference.
She did it for like 20 minutes straight.
Yeah.
Just swapping hands.
Crazy. And
she gave us a blanket.
She also
I
gave
need
us
to
a
get
blanket.
Back to you, Samantha.
Yeah, sorry, Samantha.
She definitely said get it back to her Monday. It is now Tuesday, and I have not gotten it back to her.
Didn't we say we would just leave it in the stew?
That's what I thought about doing. But I asked her how she'd like to get it back because she was the one that lent it out, right? So I'm like, all right, if I need to drive to her house or her dorm and whatnot, I'll do that.
Yeah. Ooh, sorry, I'm yawning over here.
Yeah, sorry.
A regular Giannis Antetokounmpo, am I right?
No, I get it. I'm just not interesting to you.
But Giannis Antetokounmpo?
I have
That
no
was kind of
clue
funny.
what that means.
Oh, he's an NBA player. He's goated. He's super cool.
I am not very sports inclined.
Oh, I know. What? Okay, what was the thing that you said to me? We were watching the Broncos Chiefs game, doing homework. Pretty much the whole weekend was just spent me in Jet's room, either watching football or doing homework. But you said something really funny to me, and I can't remember it during the.
I can't remember it either. Basically, what I like to do is I just like to pretend like I don't really understand the sport.
Because you don't understand the sport?
I don't understand the sport, and I played the sport.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't understand it.
I will say, Jet, you are the most fun person to watch football with that does not understand the game. Because a lot of people who don't understand it are absolutely insufferable.
Yeah, well, a lot of them will just, like, sigh. They won't try and enjoy it. Like,
I know.
There's some, like, real enjoyment to it.
I know. It's like
And I know the basic rules. I just don't know the plays.
I was I was screaming at the Eagles. It was the Eagles-Giants game. I was absolutely screaming at it. I was rooting for the Eagles because there was a dirty hit, and it kind of took their punt returner out of the game. Whatever. And I was screaming, and this girl just looks at me and she's like, "Okay." And it's like, all right, you like what you like. I'm just going to like what I like. I'm sorry if I'm being annoying, but you're also in my room right now. So it's like, let me like the things that I like in my own area.
Yeah, it's like, and they probably came over exclusively to do that, right? Am I right?
Okay, shut up.
Okay, well, never mind.
We had listened to like an hour and a half of the new Ghostmane album before. Like, we had been hanging out for most of the night.
Okay.
And I was just like, hey, is it cool if I turn the last 5 minutes on? Yeah, whatever. And then I get into it and they're like, okay. But,
amazing.
you know, that'll happen.
All right.
I'm probably just a jerk. I'm
Yeah.
just ranting about things.
One thing I'd like to say, it is now 3:07. We
Okay.
probably have some people that thought we were going to start at 3 o'clock. We started
geez.
at 2:10, but that's okay, guys. Because if you go to the YouTube channel, all right, it is just Dunch is all you have to search up now, but spaces between all the letters. So D space, U space, N space, C space, H. You look that up in all caps, you will find the YouTube channel of which Jackson and I operate off of. We have all our things on there, and the goal is definitely to have it posted before the night is over. You know, well, the night is still young. I can't think of anything that rhymes with young, so
If you don't like the show, then just bite your tongue or something like that.
when the night is still young, the upload will be done.
Oh, that's good.
There we go. But yes, I can promise you that as far as it goes, we have 2 more minutes, so maybe one more question.
One more question?
Yeah, a little
All
quickie.
right. Sure, fine. I don't care. Jesus, Dad.
Hey, can you be nicer? Can you be nicer, please? You're a guest in my house.
This is a studio.
Well, sometimes
and we
I
both
sleep
do
here.
this show
No,
together.
I don't
Sometimes I
sleep here.
sleep in the studio. Yeah, that'll happen. That's
Hi.
why we need listeners. Jet and I have been sleeping in the studio for 5 weeks.
Yes, please tell your friends and family
We have nowhere
and
to live.
acquaintances and strangers
Yep.
about the show.
Just go down the street and scream about it.
Yeah, just go down the street, scream, "Are you ready for the show?"
Yeah, you gotta sing the whole theme song without taking one breath.
Yeah, if you if you say "Are you ready for the show?" you will hear 3 people say "Dunch, Dunch,
It's true.
Dunch."
And, yeah, it's a little fun Halloween activity that you can do. You can go into your bathroom at your dorm or in the woods or wherever you go to the bathroom. If there's a mirror there, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take a nice steamy shower, and you're going to want to steam up the whole area. And then once you got steam over the mirror, you're going to want to lean in and you're going to want to whisper, "Are you ready for the show?" And then you're going to hear, "Dunch." And you got to go, "Dunch." And then you're going to hear one more. And if you hear this, "Dunch." and then right behind you there's going to be a lightning strike, and the ghost of Jet and I are going to appear behind you, and we're going to give you a little good spooking.
Yeah, we're gonna be like, boo.
I said end the show. I gotta go vote, buddy.
End the show. Fine. All right. Well, hey, thank you so much for listening.
Thank you guys for listening. Catch us on YouTube or at our normal time next week. We'll be on Tuesday at 3. Yeah, thank you guys for listening. We appreciate it. Tell your friends, tell your family if you think it's something that they'll like. If you don't think it's something that they'll like, then weaponize it. Get a Bluetooth speaker and play it loudly in your home. That's all I have to say.
He said weaponize. I'm like, I'm about to cut his mic.
Oh, because the swear button doesn't work.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you guys so much.
All right, yeah.
We'll throw some music back on there for you.
Until next week.
I'm going to cut his microphone first.
Okay, well, he's kind of doing that all the
time. Yep,
so.
all right. And now I have the audio.
Here's the thing, all right. I can still be over here on this mic. I can just kind of walk over in the studio.
We'll cut this one. Bye, guys. Bye forever.
Bye, guys. Have a